Good morning. So you can see you should have your syllabus scavenger hunt with you today, whether you can just have it pulled up electronically or whatever. And then you can get your 3-2-1 chat ready, but don't hit enter, right?
Okay.
And you can just relax because you have 2 more minutes too. So no pressure there. Good morning, Malachi. Is that pronouncing your name correctly?
Good morning. Yeah, that's how you say it.
Okay, perfect. Do you know why your webcam is black? I don't know, like I can't see anything in your, I can't see you at all.
Oh no, I just haven't turned it on yet.
Okay. Just making sure, because some people, you know, it's not working right, so we want to make sure it's working correctly.
Hello.
Good morning. How is everyone doing? That good, huh?
Hi, good morning.
Hello. So I do have my screen already sharing for you. You know, day 3, maybe I'm getting the hang of it. So don't hit enter on your 3-2-1 go chat yet, but definitely have your syllabus scavenger hunt available to you. And you can think about what you're going to answer, and you can even type it in. You just can't hit enter yet. This is our last day this week. We started you off slow, right? Just 3 days the first week. Because then next week it's all 4. And I'm going to put the link to the Google Jamboard in the chat again. So if you want to get it open, because we're going to work on it again, you know, I will put it there so you have that and you can open it. I'm not sure who was on team 3. Their sticky note disappeared. I mean, I could figure it out, but as long as you know you were team 3, you're the snipers. All right, it looks like we're just missing maybe one person, maybe just today. All right, so let's get started. Uh-oh, somebody disappeared. Sometimes that happens. It's crazy, right? My internet seems to be holding up this morning. I'm excited. Okay, so your syllabus scavenger hunt should have already been completed and you should have it with you. And we're gonna practice some little things today. But right now, what I want us to do is our 3, 2, 1, go chat. So in the past, what have been some of your biggest challenges with group work? Hopefully you already have that answer written. Some of you are like, yeah, I know what my biggest challenge is, and I am not a fan of anything you say when you say group work. So get that ready. And then when I say go, you're gonna hit enter, yes? Okay, I'll give you about, I don't know, 15 more seconds to think. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, after we get all of our answers and make sure everybody responds, that's one way how I know that you're being engaged in class. So, and just read through everybody else's answers and see if you agree with some of them, you know, or all of them. All right, did you notice any themes when you were reading through those? Yeah, go ahead and unmute yourself and tell me what you were thinking when you read through those.
It's all about communication.
Yeah, it is about communication. And how about, there's a lot of people talking about communicating. There's also people talking about not being able to rely on other group members, which may be due to communication, right? And group members not adding to anything, getting everyone in the group to participate, other group members not doing their share. If everybody's saying group members not doing their share, so who are group members that are not doing their share? Are they not here? Do you see what I'm saying? So communication is huge. I think that's for sure. So what were today? Remember yesterday when you were making your team flags, which was fun, by the way, and I love them. When you were making your team flags, were you talking to each other while you were doing it? Or were you just silently working and being like, I hope they don't hate the shark I put on here, whatever it was? I'm guessing that you were having some conversation, right? And when you plan today, what we're doing today is we're going to talk about, okay, how do you present to someone else? How do you work in a group effectively? Because we need to do it now when we're doing something not necessarily mathy. So then when we do our math presentation, you know what, you're like, what? Math presentations? That sounds horrible. Okay, well, it's math presentations or tests. Pick your poison, right? So what we're going to do is, as small assessments throughout the module, we're going to be doing little presentations that you're going to get points for, right? And they'll go in the same category as tests. Then we'll take like a module test, okay? And we'll practice and we'll do a review and everything like that. And then your final, has anyone read the syllabus and seen what the final exam is? Anyone? Anyone? It's a presentation. It's not even a giant test over everything. So some of you are like, ew, I'd rather a giant test over everything.
right? But it's a presentation. Some of you are like, oh, can't do it. I better drop her class right now, right? I think most students like the presentation better than the final, better than a cumulative final, because what we do, and this is a sneak peek, you can read more about it later. What you do is you look at what degree program you're seeking. So let's say, I don't think we have anyone in here in dental hygiene, but oftentimes I have someone in dental hygiene. Pardon me, can you hear my cat? Sorry, my cat is like, oh, wait, I got stuck in the bedroom. Didn't mean to do that. So I'll have to let him out in just a minute. But let's say I have a dental hygiene student. They learn things throughout the whole semester in all the modules, right? Finance, statistics, probability, dimensional analysis, and then they have to make a presentation for the final, right? And they go, oh, how do I use any of this math in dental hygiene? You have a lot of choices, right? Believe it or not. So what are the chances that someone's going to get a cavity given their oral hygiene, right? So that could be probability. We could do statistics on that. We could say, oh, at what age are most people getting cavities, right? Or having teeth issues. So that could be part of it. You could look at research studies. You could look at data displays. You could also go, wait a minute, how much money am I going to make as a dental hygienist? And how am I going to live on that amount of money, right? And is it worth it for me to, after dental hygiene school, to become a dentist? Because dentists make a lot more than dental hygienists. So you could do that as your final project. Or you could do something like dimensional analysis where, when you go to the dentist and they have to give you like a shot to numb you, how much do they give you? Right? They better know. So I know the cat is thinking that it's talk time. I ask a question, he answers. And then that's what you present to the class. It's a 5-minute presentation. I have a really nice template for you, so it works out really well. We just, on the last day of presentations, we just sit around, talk, have people present. You're also judged as an audience member. How are you as an audience member? So are you engaged? Are you asking questions? Those kind of things. So we're practicing day 3 for our final exam. Nice? All right, any questions on that? I know you're gonna have a million questions later. All right, let me scroll this and let the cat out. And it's Thunderbird Thursday. So we share Wednesday. We did share a little bit, but not probably as much as we will next Wednesday, because there's a lot going on We Share Wednesday. But next We Share Wednesday, I can't wait to hear your updates. But today, what I want to talk to you about is our math department website, which also has math interludes. I want to talk to you a little bit about Canvas tutorials, some student success workshops, and some services and campus resources. Have any of you ever been to any of these things before? Like okay, all righty. So that's what we're going to talk about for just a second. Let me stop sharing there. Let me go to one of these websites so you can see it. All right. So can you still see my screen? Yes, no, maybe. Okay, good. So this is our math and computer science website. It's supposed to always be updated, but I just noticed that it's not right now. So I sent a message to someone already. But we also have We Care Wednesday, and we have some new dates that'll be updated as well, but I'll show you where else you can find that. But the math interludes workshops were updated. Now, here's some math interludes workshops. Solving linear equations, you probably won't need most of these things just because you're not in an algebra class. So you don't need functions and relations. You don't need factoring trinomials. You don't need graphing lines.
But if you are interested in them, they're totally free. You can go to them anytime you want. You could do the order of operations one, which is today at 11, and evaluating algebraic expressions, because that does apply to this class. If you don't go, it's okay, because you're like, I'm super busy at 11. It's all right, because we're going to cover that in class. We're going to go over order of operations and how to use an equation. So, but if you know someone else who's taking like intermediate algebra or college algebra or something like that, make sure you turn them on to these interludes, because they are really, really good. Okay, the ones I think you will like are the student success workshops that might be a little more applicable to you. Online learning success, that's next Tuesday and Wednesday. They have it from 12 to 1, and they have it from 10 to 11. So you can't go from 10 to 11 because you're busy till 10:15. You could be late, not to my class, to the interlude. Okay, there's a time management one. A lot of you need that. We're doing our weekly schedule, right, as an assignment. So some of you need time management. Learning effective techniques to do your best on the test. That's nice, because that'll be kind of probably close to our first test, I'm guessing. I didn't look at that calendar yet. Motivate and engage. Stay focused. Managing stress and anxiety. I'm pretty sure I need to attend that one, right? I have a lot of stress and probably even more anxiety. And then in March, they have Flip Your Mindset and Surviving College. So what's nice is, if you feel like you're one who has a tendency to fall off the grid, right? Like you're so motivated week 1, and then week 4, maybe not so much. If you just put these on your calendars and you go to them regularly, you're going to be part of the college. You're going to be more motivated, and you're going to get these little nuggets of information that can help sustain you through the semester. So think about those. By the way, when I post my slides, all these links are live, so you can click them, right? And go to these anytime. So you don't have to like bookmark them or anything. They're there for you. The other one is anyone who's new to Maricopa or MTC, Canvas tutorials might help you. If you're struggling with Canvas, if you scroll down this page, there's an orientation for online learning. There's also Canvas 101. You can enroll in that course. It's free, it's easy, and it teaches you little things about Canvas. You know, remember how I talked to you a little bit about the calendar and a little bit about other things like that? This will go into more detail, like how do I upload a document? How do I navigate Canvas? How can I make Canvas help me? Especially because each one of your classes might not be identically laid out in Canvas. Some of them might seem more organized than others. And so you need to make sure you know how to navigate, okay? And then there's lots of tutorial videos and things like that. The other thing that's awesome is virtual student services. If you need anything, click there. But here's my favorite one. Services and campus resources. Remember how I told you MCC is a great place to be and has so much? Look at all this stuff we have. Mesa Market Curbside and We Care Wednesdays both have food distribution. So if you are in need or you know someone in need, even if it's your next door neighbor, right? Tell them about it. It's open to the community. That's why we're called a community college. So during this time of pandemic, our resources run thin, right? As people, we might not have as much money as we thought. Someone might get sick and miss some time from work. You might know an elderly neighbor who could really use some food, right? You could go pick it up for them and drop it off for them. Or you might need it yourself. I don't know, but just keep those things in mind. We do have our student handbook. Student IDs, I don't know what they're doing with them right now. You probably have an ID number already, but I don't know if they're giving physical IDs yet. So you can investigate that. I haven't been updated on that recently. They also have equipment reservations. So if you need to go to campus to use a computer, right? Just because your Wi-Fi is down, or you just don't want to use all your Wi-Fi right then, right? Your data or whatever, you could make an appointment. They also have discounted bus vouchers if you're using a bus. We also have so many community resources. My point to this whole thing, in case you stopped listening, is this stuff is there for you. And it's all part of being a student at Mesa Community College, as well as the community college wants to serve, right? So it's all included. None of anything I described today costs any money, right? All of this is available to you. Okay, so Thunderbird Thursdays, what it's for is I share stuff about Mesa that's going on, and then I think it'll help you. So this week was kind of a packed Thunderbird Thursday because I felt like, there's so much, let's go over it, right? Anybody have any questions on any of those things? No, you're so quiet. Has anyone used We Care Wednesdays before? Yeah, it's awesome. And if you don't, I don't know how you guys are with social media, like what you're on, what you're not on, what seems cool, what doesn't seem cool. But MCC is on Instagram. And if you follow them on Instagram, they also post some of these things. Like yesterday when it was We Care Wednesdays, they're like, We Care Wednesday starts right now. And they listed like the stuff they had. So if you're into that kind of thing, you can follow them. I'm sure I only follow them on Instagram because I don't go on Facebook and I'm not a big Twitter fan. So, and I don't think they Snapchat. So, but they are on Instagram. Maybe they'll be making TikTok soon, but by the time they do that, TikTok be over, right? Just saying. Oh, my daughter would die if TikTok was over, I'm pretty sure. So, okay. So that's Thunderbird Thursday. That's what that's for. So this is what we're going to talk about today. You're going to finish your team flag. While you're in there, sometimes you get a little bored or you might get distracted or you're like, she never comes to visit us. What are we supposed to talk about? I feel so awkward now, right? I already have my fish drawn on my screen or my hamster or whatever's happening there. My cat picture, I love that, by the way. That looks a lot like my cat too. So I'm going to give you some would you rather questions that you could talk about when you're in there. And then you're going to do a syllabus scavenger hunt presentation. So the first thing we're going to do is finish your team flag and do your would you rathers. So you've already introduced yourself. We do have Malachi. Malachi, make sure you turn your camera on so we can all see you. Malachi is going to be on team 1. So he's joining, I think it's Yesenia and Aaron, right? Okay. So he's joining your team and you guys can add to your team flag. So Malachi is represented. And then you can answer the question. I always like to say the tallest person starts first, but that's usually because I'm the shortest and that means I get to go last. But it's kind of hard to tell who's the tallest on Zoom. But you guys can figure it out or just chat. But here's your would you rather questions. Whoops. Oh my gosh, sorry. I don't know what I just clicked on, but it decided to go away. Okay, your would you rather questions. Okay, stop now. Here's your would you rather questions. Would you rather always have the same song stuck in your head or always have the same dream at night? So you can discuss that one if you like it, or you can discuss this other one. Would you rather shoot spaghetti out of your fingers or sneeze meatballs? I know, they're amazing questions. It's just the way it is. So then when you're in there, because a lot of you are getting close to being done with your team flags, you're going to look at your syllabus scavenger hunt. I've assigned, oh my gosh, I don't know why my mouse has decided that it works differently today. It's not supposed to. Okay, I'm going to lose it in a minute. Just stop. It's like my right click is always on. And I'm not, I know you're like, you're dumb because you're right clicking. I'm not right clicking, just in case you thought I was. I am not right clicking. Okay, you're gonna finish your team flags and then you're gonna do, this is the part you need to see. Oh my patootie kapootie, I don't even know. When did I just go away from it? Look, it happens everywhere. No matter where I click, it's right clicking. Who can fix it? Who's my tech support today? No one. Oh, look, now I just threw it all away. If I close it, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Okay, never mind. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Team 1. Maybe someone's helping me in the chat. I'm not even paying attention. Nope, not yet. Okay, so you can't see it, but team 1, this is really easy. Team 1, you're in charge of question 1. Okay, from the syllabus scavenger hunt, you're in charge of question 1. Team 2, question 2. Team 3, question 3. And I wrote it on the Jamboard. Did you see that? You have your team flag, and then the very next page after your team flag, I added a page that still says team 1, and then it says syllabus question 1. Okay, or if you're team 2, it says syllabus question 2. Okay, and then, but then it gets a little confusing because team 4 is going to do number 5, and team 5 is going to do number 7, and team 6 is doing number 9. And then you're like, wait a minute, there's other ones. I'm doing those. Okay, I'm doing the easy ones. So, and I'll send this to you, and I'll come visit your room if you need help. What you want to do when you're in your room, you're going to finish your flag, but then you're also going to answer the question on the second slide from the syllabus, and you're going to discuss your answers among yourselves, because some of you might have been a little more brief and some of you might have been a little more thorough. If you were more thorough, include that, right? So make any changes that you need. And then we're going to present these to each other, okay? And when you present, you're going to make sure that you introduce yourself, you're going to make eye contact, you're going to make sure you unmute and speak loudly and clearly, and we're going to practice sharing our screen. So you decide in your group, like if your group has 2 in it, decide who's going to share their screen, okay? And you're going to share the Google Jamboard, yes? And we're going to work through it. That's why we're doing it this week, right? So we understand how to share our screen. So if you're like, oh no, I don't want to be the person to share my screen, you're probably actually the person who should share their screen, because it's better to do it now in week 1 when you can, you know, make some mistakes and things like that. Then now you can see my screen again, because this is my favorite part. One of my favorite things is this: mistakes are expected, respected, inspected, and corrected. So we're not going to be like, ha ha, you made a mistake, right? Because that's how we learn things. We're going to fix them, and we're going to make sure we help you through it. Okay. And then when you're an audience member, we'll review these again. You're going to make sure you're paying attention. You're going to be able to ask questions. You're also going to make sure if you agree or disagree, because this is syllabus info. This is going to be important, right? Okay, so now you can see it. There's your team thing. So team 1 is doing number 1, team 2 is doing 2, and so on and so on. Yes? Okay, so I'm going to put you in your breakout rooms. And you guys ask me any questions while I'm doing it. And please tell me if I'm wrong, if I got your teams wrong, because I have too many screens open at once. I know you're shocked. So on team 1 is Aaron, Yesenia, and Malachi. Team 2 is Olivia and Amanda. Is that correct? Did I make that up? Okay. Team 3 is Ashley and Deshay. Is that right? I feel like that's not right. Let me look at something else. Is that right? Help me out, guys. Because team 3, I can't see your little thing. You're the snipers. Who's on the snipers?
I was
Yeah,
the
that's
third
us.
one, team 3.
Amari.
Yeah,
And who else?
it's me, Ashley, and
And Deshay.
And Deshay. Okay, so we just need to add Amari to that one. Okay. And then team 4 is AJ. AJ, who were you with? Marty? Okay.
Yeah, me.
Okay. sorry. It seems like there's not very many of you, but I had to change my plan when people were absent yesterday. So it got a little weird. And then Angelina and Angelina, you were with Jandei, right? Jandei isn't here. You're all
I just
alone.
put in the chat, but she said that she had computer problems and like she had to restart everything, but she said that she was gonna be late, but
Okay, so she'll be here hopefully. And then Dom and Valerie, you guys were the team 6, correct? Okay. All right, so Angelina, just let me know if you need anything while we're waiting for Jandei, and then I'm going to put you in your breakout rooms. Okay, so does everybody know what they're working on? Okay, good. I'll come by and visit you. All right, welcome back. We have a couple, another group that's not quite back yet, but that's okay. Be ready to present. It's quick, short, right? Not a big deal, but show us your flag too, because we're excited to see your flag too. And then we'll be able to ask questions if we have any questions or if I have anything to add to your answer, right? All right, so if your group wasn't quite done, you can still be working as long as you're paying attention, right? And we can help you fill in the blanks if you're not done. So let's start with question 1, which would be team 1, which would be, who was that? Yesenia, Malachi, and Aaron. So take it away.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So our team it's me, Malachi, and Yesenia. And then I'm just going to share my screen real fast. Can everybody see it? The PDF of that?
Yeah.
I got to move this real fast. Okay, cool. All right. So we're the math pirates, as you can tell. This is a little combination of some of our favorite animals. We got the salamander that is Yesenia's pet. We have a lion for Malachi and a cat for myself. Just keep swimming is our motto. And then we got some Mexican pizza right up the top to represent Yesenia's favorite food. It's all around, and I think a great flag. Cool. All right, and then for the syllabus question, I'll
And
let-
then it's what are the required materials for this course? And then Malachi is going to start off with the first one.
So for the textbook, we got the College Mathematics, second edition from MCC.
And then for materials, it's going to be a 3-ring binder to organize handouts and assignments, or you can organize electronically through the Google Drive, OneNote, or other online filing systems, along with lined notebook paper, pins, pencils, and highlighters, and a calculator.
All right, questions for team 1? Okay, I do have a question. Do you have to buy a calculator?
No.
No, you don't. So make sure you look at that calculator info. Love that you're using the hands clapping. Give them something so they know they did a great job. And you guys can see it. Yes, very nice. You guys can see their team flag. Just don't mess with it, right? Don't change somebody else's team flag. All right. Anyone have any other questions about that first one, what you need for this class? All right. So team 2, you're up.
All right, so Amanda and I were on a team. We named our team the Helping Hands. We're both social work majors. So we kind of stuck with that theme. The pictures are kind of like social work, like caring, family. And then Amanda put a quote and a link that she's going to talk about.
Yeah, so because of Martin Luther King Day just passing, we wanted to do a quote by him. You guys can read that. It's a pretty good quote, really correlating to social work. And then the website is actually a link for like an Arizona website, and it has all kinds of services for like COVID relief or shelter, housing, food boxes, anything that you really would need help on. We just thought it would be like a good reference if anybody ever needs something like that. And then the next for our question was, when are Roxanne Klassen's office hours and where is her office located? It's Monday through Thursday, 8 to 9 a.m. and then Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And it's all virtual, but you can also schedule an appointment.
Nice. So just so you know, those are my office hours. I'm always there. So if it's a listed office hour that says 8 to 8:50 a.m. Monday through Thursday, you don't have to make an appointment. Just drop in. I'm there. Same with Wednesday from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. I'm there. I'm usually just sitting like this, waiting for you. Not really. I had someone come last night. But if you need a time outside of that time, because those hours doesn't work for you, then you have to make an appointment. Okay, does that make sense? Otherwise, I'm literally sitting there waiting for you. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and you click the office hours button. Yeah, and maybe eventually next fall when we're back on, you could even see my actual office, because this is my bedroom. Oh, very nice. Give them a round of applause. Nice. Use your emojis, your reactions, all of those things, whatever you got going on. All right, let's do team 3. You're up.
Okay. Well, okay, Amari's gonna set up the sharing of the screen.
If you need help, no.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know how to do that.
So in the bottom middle of your screen, it should say share screen with a green arrow pointing up. Do you see that? So to that, and then it'll ask you what you want to share. And usually it's just on your desktop, right? Or it might say Chrome or something, but if you click that, then you can then you click the share button and then we'll see. Perfect.
Okay, so we have our team name as the Snipers, and what we've got on there, our quote is, "The moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win." And then we've got a couple of other like little symbols on there. I put the Kool-Aid Man because we're gonna get through this math course and it's gonna be fun. And then I put my cat there, and I put her there as an inspiration because she's my inspiration. I want to be just like her. So.
And then we got this Fibonacci sequence right here. It's like, I'm not, if you, well, it's like a natural spiral, like throughout nature. You can see it like in plants, like in waves and flowers and all that type of stuff. And then we got this eagle because, I don't know, we just got that eagle.
And then the next one. Okay, so our question was, what would cause you to be withdrawn from the course? And we said attendance is required in class. The professor can drop the student if the student isn't showing up. Stay for our responsibilities for showing up is stay for full length of class, be an active participant. Students are expected to be on time. And then if you do not inform your instructor and do not complete the final exam project, you will get a 0 in the class.
So nobody wants to get withdrawn. I understand that maybe circumstances out of your control, hospitalized or something like that. That would be a different withdrawal. That would be a withdrawal due to illness or something like that. But the most common reason students get withdrawn is attendance, right? The absences are allowed. Who knows?
Oh, let's see.
Anyone? 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 4. That's it. 4. That's it. That's a week. So 4, you need to save them for when you really need them, right? Don't use them like, oh, I'm just too tired to get up today. That's not the absence you want, right? You want it when you're like, oh my gosh, I totally have to get this doctor's appointment and there's no other time I can do it. So I'm going to miss one class due to this. That's it, right? Sometimes I have students go to the VA because they're vets. Those appointments are few and far between. Sometimes the only time they schedule it is right when you have. Then that'll be your absence. That's why I gave you 4, right? But communicate with me, all won't just disappear. That happens. Any questions on attendance? All right. 4, you're up. Marty and AJ, who's sharing their screen? Oh, already doing it. You already know what you're doing. Perfect. I can't hear you, Marty. I could hear you before, and I don't see that you're muted. I don't know what happened. Your headset just disconnected. Nuh-uh. Can anyone else hear Marty? Is it just me?
All right, how about if I do this?
I can hear you now. Yep.
Okay. All right. So we are very sort of, how did that happen? Okay. We went with a very silhouette sort of minimalist approach here. We called ourselves the Owl Cats. AJ's favorite, one of his favorite animals is the owl. I'm going with the cat. I've got 7 of them in my house. I put the calculator on because I need to learn how to use mine. It intimidates me every time I pick it up. And we threw gaming on there because it's important to have some hobbies and some downtime, even when you're going through all this. So that's that. And let's see. Then our question was, what are you expected to do when interacting within the online and course environment? What do you expect to do when attending virtual class sessions, meetings, or office hours? This was a long one. This had a lot of answers to it. So we just sort of, stay focused and engaged. Raise your hand if you want to speak. Be professional and courteous. Stay quiet and full attention to the speaker. Dress appropriately. Be well lit and keep the camera on if possible. Mute yourself until it's time to talk. Keep the room free from distraction, and then treat online class like in-person class. And one other one that I think I forgot to put in was follow the MCC rules for recordings. In other words, don't share anything. What happens in class stays in class. All right.
Excellent job. Yesenia, you are right on it with those clapping hands. I love it. Good job, Olivia, too. Excellent. Okay, I've skipped number 4. I forgot. Is late work accepted? That's an easy one. No, not. Do your stuff on time. So, yeah, it's rough, but that's why you need to keep track of your assignments. I have had people get D's or F's in this course because they did not turn in assignments. That is terrible, right? So make sure you get all your assignments done. So then they did number 5. I think I'm in charge of number 6. How often are you expected to check your Canvas inbox? Every day, right? Check it every day, because then you won't miss an assignment or be late, right? Okay, I think the next team is in charge of question 7. So team we're on, team 5.
Okay. Okay, so we are Divas of Positivity. And our motto is just do it like Nike said. Period. And also don't worry, be happy.
Oh, the dog's just there just cause.
Yeah.
Cause we like dogs, that's why. And don't forget to smile, cause it's a great day. We all don't have COVID, we're safe. We're washing our hands. Wash your hands, guys, okay? And tell people not 6 feet, 12 feet, okay? Oh, and then the question, I'll do the question.
Okay.
Just show it on the screen. So our question was, what technology is required? So I remember you saying the first day that of course you're gonna need a computer because our class is live online. Obviously a working microphone if it doesn't work. You said something about saying it in the chat and just type in the chat. And then reliable internet service. I kind of had technical difficulties and you also said let you know if our Wi-Fi isn't working. And then the web camera, I know you always want the camera on, but if that's not working, you said it, let you know at all times. Headphones really doesn't matter. If you're in a quiet space by yourself, then that's fine, no background noise. So yeah, that was our question for technology.
Excellent. Hey, good job. I think the last group is question 9. Is that right? Yeah, and I'm question 8. Question 8 is where are campus Wi-Fi and laptop work areas available? That may have changed, but I think it's accurate. And if you need that, just let me know so I can help you before you go to campus, right? Because campus is still under weirdness. And then the last one, let's see if we can get it done real quick. Team 6 with question. Doing okay? Was it Dom and Valerie? Who's Sharon? Did I miss something?
Number 6, team 6. Oh, I thought we're team 7.
Nope,
Oh,
I
okay.
only have 6 teams. So
All right. I'll share my screen. Okay. Is it anybody see my screen?
yep,
Okay.
you're good.
This is our flag, and the reason why we chose this is because we just thought of that movie Lake Nemo, and then Dom likes sharks and I like fishes, so we thought of Nemo or Finding Nemo, where the sharks were being judges, like they were being judged for being a shark, and Nemo and Dora went over there, and I guess the sharks were like having their own like group. So it's just like, don't ever judge anybody by their appearance, just accept them of who they are, because they can be like a nice person. And then when they went to the group, I guess they were like expressing how they accomplish goals. So everyone's like being all supportive, like, oh, I haven't eat a fish. So that's where we were like, fish are friends, not food. So they were like having like a group, and they're having like a support group. And Dory and you know, I guess when it came to the clownfish having to express his loss of his son, everyone is just being being supportive. So that's why we chose the flag this particular way, is because just you know, helping out each other. Don't judge by anybody by you know, what shape, form. And I thought it was educational and really cool how they like express how their friendship with each other and having people come together. So that was, I don't know, I thought it was cute. And then see, our questions were, here are some places you can get free online tutoring. The online tutoring is available from Monday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on Friday, it's available from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And the links on here that down below are like links where you can actually set up an appointments, and you can click which one's available, and you can even message them and come back whenever they're ready, or you can just like if you have a question of something, you can message the tutor, and whenever the tutor is like ready to like message you back, they'll try their best to get you back. But most likely they do a pretty good job with the tutoring. I think I did one in my last semester, but
Good. Yeah. Excellent. Great job by Team 6. And I have links to all those tutorings on the left-hand side of our course. And always know that you can come to me first, right? I just put a link to our exit ticket in the chat. I know that I kept you just a tiny bit extra. Thank you for staying and being great audience members. I want to remind you to get all your assignments completed, especially the replying to your email, and your Flipgrid initial video is due by tonight, as well as your info sheet, right? So don't forget about those things. Okay. So great job today, and get ready for next week. We're going to start some more mathy stuff. Okay. Okay, I'll be on for a couple minutes if you need anything. Otherwise, the exit ticket should be quick. You can log out and finish it. You don't have to be online as long as you have the link, because sorry, I kept you over by 4 minutes. Okay, see you Monday, not tomorrow. Bye. Happy first week. See you later.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Bye, Olivia. You too. Are you okay, Dom? You doing okay? Okay.
Yes, thank you so much for helping me figure out the PDF, the whole PDF trouble.
Yes, no worries. And you know what? We all have, a learning curve on certain things. So just ask the question, because even if I don't know the answer, I will figure it out and we will get it together.
Thank you so much. And if I do have any like further questions, what is the best way for me to get a hold of you? Would that be the email?
Probably just no, because I'm pretty quick about answering. And if I feel like we need to log on together, I'll tell you and I'll just say, okay, the offers button, and then we'll join there. But yeah, email, I get it on my phone. I'm almost a little obsessive about it. So
Okay.
I can help you that way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. Have a great weekend.
You as well. Have a great weekend.
Okay, bye.
Bye.